logo. Lowe's has Russell brand t-shirts and sweats in stock in most all athletic colors for your team or school order. With brand names like Nike, Converse, Reebok, and Adidas shoes and sweats and t-shirts, you know you're getting quality. Come to Lowe's Sporting Goods, 901 North Main Street in London.
The Clay County Tigers and the Belfry Pirates will meet and sit back, relax, and get ready for a good one, because these teams are the top-ranked teams in each of their particular regions. If we could, let's take a look at the starting lineups for this one. And Pirates will be introduced first. Timmy Kinzer will start at one of the forwards, number 32, a 6'3" senior. Mark Williamson, also the other forward, is 6'4" senior. Number 40. Big guy in the middle will be 54, Jim Dotson. He's a 6'8" junior. Kinzer and Williamson, the only seniors on this squad. Now come the guards. Number 12, J.J. Hilton, leading scorer in the history of Belfry High School. And the point guard, number 10, Sean Hager. He's a 5'10" junior. Clay County Tigers will be up next, coached by Bobby Keith, and what a job he has done. Of course, Clay County was eliminated in the semifinals of the state tournament last year, knocked out by Fairdale. Israel Miller will start at one of the forwards, number 51. 25, Mark Smith, and you see WYMT is not only on the lips of everyone here at the gym, but emblazoned upon the heads as well. Rest of the starters for Clay County, the center will be 35, Jamie Asher, and the guards, 21, Robert Markham, and 13, Shannon Hoskins. Your officials for tonight's game, once again out of the Bluegrass Officials Association, Ken Catron and Kirk Hudson.
You know, we appreciate the advertising with the haircut there, but I just know that some poor mother is sitting at home saying, that's what he spent the money for the haircut on? Wait till he gets home, Doctor. Well, we hope you enjoyed the first ball game. We did. It was quite entertaining, and we expect much of the same here for the second game. The defending champions, the only champions of the WYMT Wayne Supply Mountain Classic, sponsored this year by Pepsi. Clay County ready to jump it up against Belfry, and the tip is going to be controlled by the Tigers of Clay County. Well, Belfry opens up in a 2-3 zone. You don't rarely see that too much from teams starting a ball game.
Of course, Keith, you know, I just don't know if they have the team quickness to stay with Clay County on the half court in the man-to-man. Belfry's a good team in transition. Don't know about the defense, though, on the man-to-man.
Long jump shot by Shannon Hoskins. Won't go. Smith with a rebound. Long three-pointers on the way by Robert Markham, and good. Markham and Smith, both veterans on this ball club.
Markham picks up where he left off in the LIT, Keith. Had 36 versus Fairdale.
He is quite an outside shooter.
Both teams playing a little zone.
Kinzer fires it up. No good. Rebound, Clay County. That's Israel Miller bringing it out of there. Here's Markham looking for three. Good. Well, there is a Clay County crowd here. As we talked about the crowd with Belfry, Clay County brings their fans with them wherever they go. J.J. Hilton, a guy that you're going to be looking for from Belfry the entire ball game. And Jim mentioned he is closing in on being the leading scorer for Belfry. You got to remember that J.J. was starting varsity in the 3rd grade. Long shot by Hager is no good, and we'll have our first foul of the ball game against Big Jim Dotson, number 54. He actually didn't start in the 3rd grade, Jim, but he did start in the 8th grade.
Sure did. And Keith, if you look at Belfry on the half court, they're going to have to get more movement away from the ball to have success against the Clay County zone. Going to have to get some picks and so forth. Now, Clay County will run the double stacks on the low post. The old Richie Farmer, Russ Farmer offense.
Shannon Hoskins missed the layup that time, knocked out of bounds. It belonged to Belfry. Belfry quick to get out of that 2-3 zone. It didn't take Raymond Justice long to see that Robert Markham was going to have a field night shooting over the 2-3.
Now Belfry will try some double stack action on the low post. Still not much movement away from the ball. If they could get Hilton off a few picks, I think they'll have some success.
Clay County playing somewhat of a matchup.
They sure are, Keith. You know, Clay County, looks like we have a kick ball there, no foul, but Clay County doesn't look like they play the tough defense. If you just look at the guys, you see 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", but they play as tough as any team in the mountains on the defensive end, and I think you see the steal there. One of the things that is unsung about Bobby Keith's team is the defense.
Belfry will put some intensity behind the man-to-man, and Hoskins fires it up. He'll draw the foul from Hager. Sean Hager with his first personal foul.
Keith, interesting sideline. I managed to talk with Coach Keith at length Wednesday night, and he may not want me passing this one along, but he said in practice on Wednesday that Hoskins and Markham were penetrating and then dishing it off to the wing, and the shots weren't dropping. And he said, what are you guys doing? Forget passing the ball. Go ahead and shoot it. So let's look for Hoskins and Markham to maybe look to be a little bit more offensive oriented.
Well, it's Markham 6 right now. Belfry nothing at this point. He has 2 3-pointers. He also just lost the ball off of his knee out of bounds. Clay County is going to key defensively on J.J. Hilton tonight. The matchup had been Markham. Hoskins is going to switch off and pick him up now.
I think they're switching up zones, Keith. Now they have gone strictly man-to-man, looks like.
It is a sagging man-to-man. They're really trying to clog up the middle. 3 minutes and no score for Belfry. They trail 6-0. Top of the key, Hilton passes it off. The shot is on the way and no good by Mark Williamson.
Belfry having a tough time getting into the offensive flow as Coach Raymond Justice doesn't like it right now.
All the way down, Shannon Hoskins is going to get the lay-in, but he's also going to pick up the offensive charge. One of the very few times, Jim, you'll get an offensive charge without a man going to the floor, without position. They simply caught Hoskins that time pushing off.
And some of the fans didn't like that call, but he did sort of lean in. But you see that Clay County there was just clearing the floor for Hoskins. They'll do that quite a bit.
Big Jim Dotson, number 54. It seemed so simple that time with a turnaround hook shot. He gets the first 2 points for the Belfry Pirates, and it takes them 3 minutes, 40 seconds to do so. Belfry sticking the man-to-man.
Hilton over on Markham, a great matchup.
Hoskins looking off to Smith. On the drive, middle of the lane, fired it up. Is it going to stay? Yes. The first 2 points for anyone other than Robert Markham. It goes to Mark Smith.
Mark's a good one, Keith. Had 26 versus Lincoln County, a timely score for the Clay County Tigers.
Here's J.J. Hilton, open jump shot. No good, and Shannon Hoskins has picked up his second personal foul rather quick in this ball game. Now, Jim, I meant to say in the first game, and I didn't, but you have to have more information stored in your head basketball-wise than any other man I know. You do an absolute great job of keeping up with the stats. Well, we're going to get a timeout. J.J. Hilton will be at the line shooting 2 when we come back. We have 3 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the first period. It's Clay County 8, Belfry 2.
Confidence is a big part of succeeding in business today. And as Eastern Kentucky's supplier of quality Caterpillar equipment and service, Wayne Supply has built a reputation on the confidence of our customers. Confidence in knowing we'll come through with just the right equipment for the right job, big or small. And confidence in knowing that everything Wayne sells is backed by the best and most complete parts and service support to keep you on the job with less downtime. Whatever your needs in Eastern Kentucky, contact your nearest Wayne Supply branch. Wayne supplies confidence.
It's good to to know that throughout southeast Kentucky, there's a Childers Quick Mart location to serve you. For years, Quick Marts have been there when you need them for gas and goodies and that friendly customer service. Now serving British Petroleum fuel and oil products to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape and a super selection of fresh-made sandwiches to satisfy any appetite, the Quick Marts can handle your busy schedule with ease. Stop in today. They're just around the corner, and while in Whitesburg, see the friendly folks at Childers Tire and Supply for your automotive needs. Both are divisions of Childers Oil Company.
J.J. Hilton will be at the line, Keith, and he will be shooting two. I thought that last particular time, Keith, that they did manage to get better movement off the ball, away from the ball, rather, and Hilton came off a couple of picks and got free.
Hard to believe that J.J. is just a junior. Now, this guy's been playing since 8th grade. He started varsity from the 8th grade. He's just been a superb athlete and one of the very few that has been able to really make the transition into high school from grade school and be an immediate factor for the program.
With that question.
2 free throws for Hilton. It's 8-4. Here's Hoskins' turnaround jump shot in the middle of the lane.
I think Coach Keith believes that Hoskins can shoot over Hager. Makes it tough for him.
Well, Hager with a good steal that time from Mark Smith. Underneath to Dotson. He missed the lay-in. Rebound fought for, and well, they're going to have a foul against Israel Miller that time, but it looks as if those 2 Belfry players had the basketball at the same time.
Williamson and Dotson had it for a second, and Dotson did, or rather Williamson managed to toss it in, but referee Kirk Hudson rules it off. Fouled before the shot.
Clay County now going man-to-man. They're going to sprint it out a little bit. Dotson turnaround off the baseline. Good. Miller is going to have his problems with a much larger Dotson down on the baseline. And Bobby Keith is talking about denying that pass underneath.
I think Belfry does have an edge in size on the inside and physical strength, but the Clay County boys will hang right with you.
Offensive board, Mark Smith, no good, and the putback is good by Asher, number 35. I don't know if he's any kin to Woody Asher or not, but if so, good basketball will run in the family. Long bomb by Hilton, no good. Asher with his 2nd rebound. Belfry looking with a 1-2-2. Hoskins. Underneath to Smith in a crowd. He'll pull it back. Markham's long 3, no good. Smith, offensive board. Back off the glass, no good. Asher, offensive board. Back up and in with the left hand.
Well, the last couple of trips down, the offensive board work has killed Belfry, Keith.
J.J. Hilton, he rushed the shot. Won't go. Unbelievable rebounding positioning by Clay County, the smaller team, but they have dominated the boards in the first period.
The same story with Clay County. The guys get the absolute most out of their ability.
There's a good driving one-hander from Mark Williamson, number 40.
Williamson had a nice game against Williamson, had 17 and then had 20 versus Breathitt County.
Miller against Dotson, turns around and laid it in. Dotson that time tried to belly him, and Miller with a good move. At the other end, the shot won't go by Timmy Kinzer. This has been a fast-paced ball game. Both of these teams wanting to move the ball up and down the court. And the turnover is going to be against Israel Miller. Jim, if you've ever watched Clay County in the past, when it was the era of Richie Farmer and Russ Farmer, Shannon Hoskins has kind of taken over that lead role of driving that basketball down into the middle and turn around and shooting that free throw jump shot.
And they've managed to win a few games with that, Keith. The same type of offense, and of course, Coach Keith fortunate to come up with the same type of players.
John Hager. He's running things on the point for the Pirates. Here's J.J. Hilton, long bomb, and he's going to get the basket, and he'll draw the foul from Shannon Hoskins. And as I have it, That is Hoskins' third personal foul. It would be a 4-point opportunity if they count the basket.
It could be a 5-point opportunity. The foul was inside, Keith. That time the foul went inside on 55. I believe that's Rawlings for Clay County.
They gave him a 2-point basket, Jim,
Just
so
two?
it'll be a 4-point opportunity. And I'm surprised that Bobby Keith didn't get Hoskins out. As I had it, it was number 3. You have it as number 2, and I'll go with your record. Hager passes it off. The shot won't go, and Markham comes away with the rebound. Hoskins and Markham looking at the clock. No doubt looking for one shot, leading by 6.
The old delay game, Keith, that the University of Kentucky used to use. Double stacks on the high post for the delay.
Hoskins looking for help, penetrating, shot down, clock down to 6. He fires it on the run and got it. Shannon Hoskins hits it with 2 seconds left. Belfry's final attempt will not go down, and after 1 quarter complete. Typical Clay County basketball, 18-10. The Tigers and defending champs of this tournament are leading the Belfry Pirates.
Come on, guys.
Why is the Polar Bear Club having so much fun this winter?
There's no crowd. The water's perfect.
And what's got them really excited is Pepsi's Winter Cool Collection. 6 great designs that celebrate what some people consider the best time of year.
So come on out. And you'll never need a cooler.
Get them now, because they'll be gone with the snow.
I love it.
You gotta do it yourself, feeling.
Get something done today without getting those building supply blues.
You wanna get something done today.
Now you can get something done, and all it takes is one stop at any Clay Building Supply location, because at CBS, customer service is what we do better than anyone else in the building supply business. And with locations in London, Manchester, and Burning Springs, we're always close by. Come see us.
Now you can.
18-10, Keith. Clay County leading by 8. Not a real good first quarter for Belfry there, and we're going to have to try and figure out a way to get the ball inside a little bit.
Hilton is open. His jump shot won't go, and the rebound is off the hands of, I look like Mark Smith, but it's going to be off of Belfry. Bobby Keith says if it's a break, we'll take it. 696. 600 wins, only 96 losses. That's unbelievable.
Pretty heavy in the left-hand column. Got some stats to pass along your way at the first quarter. Get that to you in just a moment.
Belfry really looking underneath for Asher. Dotson is there. The fadeaway jump shot, no good, and Jim Dotson will claim the rebound. Belfry looking to push it up. Hilton has not been able to get it to go down the last couple of shots. Williamson, good head fake, got it to go. Mark Williamson gets his 4th point of the ball game, and quickly Belfry is back within 6.
His improvement, along with Dotson's improvement, could be the key to this Belfry team, Keith. You know they're going to get the solid guard play. Kinzer's going to play the 3 position well. But if Williamson and Dotson can play big time, Belfry can go a long way.
Well, Shannon Hoskins is simply on fire at this point. He reminds you of a Richie Farman the way he's putting up the jump shot. He nailed that one for a 2-pointer. Hager passed off to Williamson, and it was a good assist for Sean Hager. Williamson with a 6th point.
Both teams shooting fairly well, Keith. Belfry 4 of 9 from the field in the first quarter. Clay County 8 of 14. Clay County dominating on the boards, as you alluded to in the first quarter, 10-4 in that margin.
Robert Markham, long 3. It's good. Sean Hager was right there. The defense was on him. Markham just netted it. That is his 3rd 3-pointer of the ball game.
A lot of teams look better than Clay County, Keith. Most of their players look like dirt court players, I guess you might say. Don't mean that to be offensive in any way, certainly, but those guys can just flat play, and they can certainly shoot the rock.
Belfry looking now. Inside to Williamson. Turnaround jumper, no good. Hoskins with the rebound. Now the Tigers looking to push up that lead. Markham off the baseline. It is good for a two-pointer, and Clay County has the biggest lead of the ball game. It's 11.
11 points for Markham, and you saw him be able to shoot the ball with just a split second.
J.J. Hilton with a long miss. Belfry has the rebound and a foul. You mentioned the differences. I noticed that when we were looking at the coaches. Bobby Keith reminds you, and I swear, I think that it might be the man, Don Williamson, doesn't he? The country singer.
No kidding.
Don't you think a little bit?
I hadn't noticed that, but why not? Yeah.
Don Williamson.
Sure.
And on the other hand, Raymond Justice. The way he's dressed tonight, you would think that's a Rick Pitino starter kit. Because he really looks the part, doesn't he? He looks very sharp tonight.
The Rick Pitino starter kit. We'll inform him of that one, Keith. We'll tell him about that one after this one.
I'm sure he'll know. Both of them great coaches, and both doing an excellent job in this game. Big block by Kinzer against Hoskins, and Hager will get the lay-in. Shannon Hoskins could not challenge that because he has 2 personal fouls, and Sean Hager, who is very quick, gets the easy lay-in.
They've switched Kinzer, and now Kinzer will take Hoskins up on the point. Hager has moved over to Markham.
And we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Asher, reaching in, and a good defensive move that time by Raymond Justice. No way that Hager, with his size, was going to be able to stop Hoskins, but Kinzer, who is somewhat taller, around 6'1", 6'2", and a good leaper, just simply rejected that shot from the free throw line. There's Raymond Justice. What do you think? Is that a starter kit?
That's the starter kit. You know, Keith, I'd hate to make my living trying to beat these guys. You know what I mean? Beat guys like Bobby Keith and Raymond Justice, Jim Rose, and Randy McCoy.
Well, if you were trying, you'd probably be back over here on the sideline real quick.
Real quick.
Good guys. Belfry trailing by 9. Clay County. They're rotating a 2-1-2 with Hoskins playing the middle, and it is going to be Jim Dotson with the basket, and he has the foul.
Dotson with his 6 points, the big 6'8" junior, gets the kick-in feed from the baseline, turns and puts it home.
You know, we listed Arrington at 6'8", and we're listing Dotson at 6'8". I don't know that either guy really...
Stand up next to him. Stand up next to him.
You really think they're 6'8"?
I think so.
Well, Dotson at 6'8" or 6'6", missed a free throw. Hoskins turns, fires it up and in, and Kinzer wasn't on him. He was taking a breather, and Hoskins quickly nailed the two-pointer.
Sure did, Keith, as they bring in Chris Phillips. Phillips, a fine player, doesn't have the height that Kinzer has, though.
Beautiful pass. Woo! Hoskins down to Markham, and it's going to be goaltending against J.J. Hilton. You realize that he can get up, Jim.
That's one of the times, Keith, we wish we had the instant replay for you, but J.J. Hilton was up on the square that time, putting the ball away.
Well, we're going to have a timeout with 4 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in this, the second quarter. Clay County continues to lead by 11, 29-18 over the Belfry Pirates. We'll be right back.
Confidence is a big part of succeeding in business today. And as Eastern Kentucky's supplier of quality Caterpillar equipment and service, Wayne Supply has built a reputation on the confidence of our customers. Confidence in knowing we'll come through with just the right equipment for the right job, big or small. And confidence in knowing that everything Wayne sells is backed by the best and most complete parts and service support to keep you on the job with less downtime. Whatever your needs in Eastern Kentucky, contact your nearest Wayne Supply branch. Wayne supplies confidence.
Toyota dealers, get it this time! Toyota's hot, 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 hot. Their hottest sales event ever. Toyota's hot, hot. Start with 10 models priced under $10,000. Like Toyota Tercel, the lowest priced two-door sedan in America. Or check out trouble-free Corolla, now with option package discounts that add up to big savings. Toyota. Hurry to your Toyota dealer now. Toyota, more for your money is hot, hot, hot. Toyota.
Belfry will try and bring it the length of the court, Keith. They'd made a good little run there and managed to cut this thing down to 4, but Clay County pushes back up the lead.
Hager working the point against the man-to-man. Clay County switching up their defense somewhat. They were in a 2-1-2.
See, Kinzer is back in the lineup, Keith. I'm sure that he will take the defensive job on Hoskins.
Well, J.J. Hilton's long bomb will not go down. Beautiful pass on the baseline, and Smith's layup will not go, but he will get the personal foul. Clay County is just so fundamentally sound, Jim. I don't know what else you can say. You don't watch a ball game with the Tigers and see anything spectacular. You just see the basic fundamentals over and over and over.
And over and over. Clay County shooting 62% from the field. They're 13 of 21, while Belfry at 50%, 8 of 16.
Well, 50 is good, but when you're shooting 62, it's really hard to complain about. Smith getting 1 out of 2. J.J. Hilton claims the rebound. And the Pirates down by 12, the biggest lead of the ball game for either team, belonging to Clay County. Williamson looking back to Hager, long 3, no good, and Asher brings it off.
You talk about the fundamentals, Keith. The white team does block out. You just don't get the offensive boards against them, and they will hit the offensive boards.
Hoskins couldn't get it. Israel Miller had it stolen. Smith and Hager going after it. And Clay County still, Jim, somehow underneath that basket, getting a hand on the ball, if not a hand, 2 hands, or the rebound. But Bobby Keith's got to be pleased with the offensive rebound.
You know, Keith, they say it's not the size of the dog in the fight, the size of the fight in the dog. And number 10 for the red team, Sean Hager, on the floor that last time. Nobody's got any bigger heart than he. He will hit the floor for it.
That's a good saying, Jim. But
I'm glad I could get it right, you know?
I've yet to see a Cocker Spaniel whip the butt of a pit bull, so I don't know how much truth is in that. Hoskins off balance, his shot doesn't go, and Belfry brings it the other way. Williamson, and he has been fouled by Jamie Asher reaching in. Belfry really wanting to push this basketball. They feel like they have some speed as they're trying to hit the wings best they can.
Penalty situation, Keith, and we will see Williamson trot to the line to shoot 2. He has 6 points in this one, a 6'4" senior, had 17 versus Williamson. A big game for Belfry as they were able to take out Williamson by some 20 points. You see him drill the first. Belfry's beaten Elkhorn City twice handily, and they've had a couple of tough losses. Louisville Mail took them out in the King of the Bluegrass, Keith, and had an opportunity to see him against Tate's Creek in the Hall of Fame Classic. Played them tough early, but just not enough to hang with Tate's Creek early in the year. Hoskins driving down, couldn't get it. Big loss locally was to Feds Creek, we mentioned at the top of the broadcast. Sure. And we'll have a foul underneath. Looks to be Markham that time against Dotson. You know, Dotson was working so well in the opening moments of the first quarter. Belfry kind of got away from him and got away from that inside game, but he has been fairly effective in this game. You mentioned the Williamson-Belfry game. That's kind of like the Super Bowl in that area. Anytime those two teams play each other. Sure is. And, you know, Keith, Belfry had a young man, Paul Stafford, who was a fine guard on this team last couple of years, as a matter of fact. And he transferred to Williamson this year. So they're actually missing a little bit of the punch that they had out front with Stafford. Well, that's happened in the past, back and forth. 30-21, Belfry has cut it to 9. Smith around the baseline, and there's going to be a foul against the Belfry Pirates. I tell you, you play man-to-man against this Clay County team, they'll run the double stacks on you, and they get the good shot, Keith, every single time. Really impressed with the way the Clay County boys play ball.
We're going to have a 5-second call. Robert Markham. Looked like Israel Miller that time might have caught an elbow going through the middle. Get a couple of substitutions in quickly.
25, Brett Muha checks in for the Pirates. Had 11 in the second half versus Breathitt County, Keith, and they got in the big lead against Breathitt, and Breathitt whittled it away, and Brett Muha had a big second half to pull out the victory for the Pirates.
You saw the stat, Bobby Keith, 20 years as head coach of Clay County. And if Manchester had their way, they would sign him for another 20 years. J.J. Hilton hits a three-pointer.
I think they just gave him 2, and...
No, they gave him 3. Did they give him 3?
Well, the score was 30-21, and they gave him 2 to make it 30-23, and we now have a technical foul on Coach Bobby Keith. Couldn't pick it up, but J.J. Hilton will go to the line, and he will shoot 2.
I didn't necessarily see what created the technical foul, but, you know, I will say this. All the coaches, Coach Rose, Coach McCoy, Coach Justice, and Coach Keith, they've all been out on the floor, out of the coaching box, and very verbal. Coach McCoy in the opening ball game had a few times that he was stomping the floor and out on the floor, but Bobby Keith this time is whistled quickly for a technical foul.
And I don't think that was something that he intended to do, I'll assure you of that, because this could be a big momentum swing.
Well, they get 1 technical foul. Here's Hager down the lane. He got the layup, so it's a 3-point turnaround, and it cuts the Clay County lead down to 4.
Well, I like that Hager kid. Had a broken arm and was unable to play much football. He's a fine football player. Did get in for some playoff action, but the kid gives it everything he's got.
He stays very low to the ground, doesn't he?
Sure does.
Markham down the lane, shot it off the run, and Hager, who has played tenacious defense, keeps getting burned by Markham, who has simply been on fire in this ball game.
You know, you call it being burned, but I tell you what, Keith, he did everything he could do defensively. Markham just made a big-time play. I really like this Markham kid as well. We alluded to the fact he had 36 versus Fairdale, and anybody who can score 36 against a team like that, look out.
He has 15 in this ball game already. Hoskins got his man in the air, pumped it in. Kinzer that time. Got caught with a head fake.
Excuse me, Keith. I was just going to allude to the fact that Hoskins is a fine shooter, but he's more of a scorer, like a Richie Farmer, and you saw him get the good head fake, got Kinzer in the air, and that might make Kinzer think a little bit more on the defensive end.
Well, Clay County has answered with 4 straight points since the run by the Pirates. J.J. Hilton dropped it off underneath, and there will be a foul. Pirates were down by as many as 9 and quickly got back into this ball game. We'll see Jamie Asher check back in.
He will come back in as James Downey, Keith, has committed his 3rd personal foul. Downey did not start the game. Jimmy Kinzer looking to scratch for the first time, Keith.
Yeah, he's really started out defensively quite well on Hoskins, and why they took him off, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. One of the first 2 attempts. And it'll be 1 out of 2 for Kinzer. 20 seconds remaining in this first half of play, and Clay County will look for a last shot, and now Kinzer will step out to pick up Hoskins.
See them move the double stacks to the high post here. Hoskins will look for someone to come and give him a rescue, and then he'll get it right back.
Hoskins working, looking to mark him. It's down to 5 seconds. 4. He pulls it up. 3-point range. No good, and that's the way that we will end the first half of play. Quite exciting. The defending champs of the WYMT Wayne Supply Tournament leading here at halftime over Belfry, 34-27.
Confidence is a big part of succeeding in business today. And as Eastern Kentucky's supplier of quality Caterpillar equipment and service, Wayne Supply has built a reputation on the confidence of our customers. Confidence in knowing we'll come through with just the right equipment for the right job, big or small. And confidence in knowing that everything Wayne sells is backed by the best and most complete parts and service support to keep you on the job with less downtime. Whatever your needs in Eastern Kentucky, contact your nearest Wayne Supply branch. Wayne supplies confidence.
Quality education begins at Cumberland College. Our students tell you why.
I can feel comfortable, I can feel relaxed, and I can feel at ease, and I felt that I could really be myself here.
Because I felt like I had a friend and not just a professor. That Cumberland offered the most, and that's the main reason that I chose to come here.
If you have a positive attitude, it's what you make of it. And if you have a positive attitude when you come in, you can have one of the best experiences of your life.
Cumberland College, Williamsburg, Kentucky.
These are the last few remaining days of Hazard Furniture's gigantic January clearance sale. All remaining inventory has been reduced to 40, 50, and 60% off. We also have thousands of dollars worth of odd merchandise with slight blemishes, all priced to move at below our cost. In addition to these tremendous savings, with a purchase of $500 or more, we'll give you a $50 U.S. savings bond in support of our boys in the Gulf. Buy now and pay nothing with no interest for 6 full months. That's Hazard Furniture, where nobody beats our deals.
Come on, guys!
Why is the Polar Bear Club having so much fun this winter?
There's no crowd. The water's perfect.
And what's got them really excited is Pepsi's Winter Cool Collection. 6 great designs that celebrate what some people consider the best time of year.
So come on out! And you'll never need a cooler.
Get them now, because they'll be gone with the snow.
I love it!
Proceeds from the ticket sales and the Mountain Basketball Tournament programs have funded 18 $1,000 scholarships to deserving Eastern Kentuckians. The following nominations were made by high school principals and guidance counselors for these scholarships based upon academic achievements and other important guidelines established by the Mountain Basketball Classic Committee. The nominations are, in the 13th region, Terry E. Boggs, James A. Kaywood, William Arthur Butler, Knox County Central, Gil Hayes, Jackson County, Rebecca Jo Ingram, Bell County, Darren Michael Jackson, Corbin, Rebecca Lynn Lee, Middlesboro, Jeffrey Lane Manus, Whitley County, Charles Edward Mink, Rockcastle County, Melissa Everett Napier, Everett, Crystal Michelle Philpott, Pineville, Sherry Dawn Sizemore, Clay County, Carol Wendland Wheeler of Harlan. In the 14th region, the nominees are Shauna K. Binge, Whitesburg, Kristen Lee Campbell, Dills Combs, Craig Anthony Edmonds, Breathitt, Christopher Helton, Leslie County, Stephanie Langdon, Buckhorn, Lori Ann Mullins, Knott County Central, Solomon Mullins, June Buchanan, Ada Marie Parks, Letcher, Kevin Brian Riggs, Powell County, Roger Allen Skaggs, Hazard, Donnie Ray Stacy, MC Napier, Wiley Gerald Vanover, Fleming Neon. In the 15th region, the nominees Julia Karen Belcher, Elkhorn City, Ishmael Bentley, Shelby Valley, Mark Edward Blackburn, Prestonsburg, Christopher James Bonham, Feds Creek, Angela Renee Branham, Wheelwright, James Ray Emmons, Pikeville, Delbert Milton Goins, Allen Central, Stacy Edward Hall, McDowell, Michelle Howard, McGoffin, Brett Michelle Mua, Belfry, Lee Allison Priest, Phelps, Christy Nicole Preston, Johnson Central, and Kenneth Jack Williams of Millard. The nominees representing their region well. We at WYMT TV salute athletics and academics and believe that both can go hand in hand.
If you are looking for a new car or truck, look no further than White Chevrolet Pontiac Geo in Manchester. By now you know that White Chevrolet can offer you the best in sales and service. And now they can offer you the largest selection ever on new and used cars and trucks. Right now you can get interest rates starting as low as 7.9% and rebates as high as $1,250. And as usual, White Chevrolet offers GMAC financing. So come on out and see why White Chevrolet Pontiac Geo has been in business for over 50 years and why they're your Heart of Kentucky Chevy dealer. That's White Chevrolet Pontiac Geo in Manchester.
fun this winter.
There's no crowd. The water's perfect.
And what's got them really excited is Pepsi's Winter Cool Collection. 6 great designs that celebrate what some people consider the best time of year.
So come on out. And you'll never need a cooler.
Get them now, because they'll be gone with the snow.
I love it.
If you are in the need for quality used automobiles, engines, transmissions, or parts, call Shepherd's Auto Salvage in Manchester at 1-800-521-3896. Now carrying both foreign and domestic cars and trucks. Shepherd's can find what you need quickly in their huge inventory of late model vehicles. Shepherd specializes in small trucks and four-wheel drives, and we now feature rebuildable wrecks. Call us today at 1-800-521-3896 for Shepherd's Auto Salvage in Manchester.
34-27. Clay County leads it by 7 here at the break. Jim Frazier along with Keith Casebolt. And Keith, we saw a couple of teams playing awfully strong there. You got Clay County comes out 18-10 in the first quarter. Looks like maybe they will blow open a big lead. But Belfry, they won't roll over. They came roaring back and making a game of this thing.
Jim, I got to think that in Eastern Kentucky, if you love your basketball, this has got to be a fantastic night for you because you've already had a chance to see one good game with Knott County beating Elkhorn City in the opening game. And this is one of those that you dream about, a matchup with two teams that were in the Sweet 16 last year, Bobby Keith coaching against a talented Belfry Pirate team. And to be able to bring it to you live is something that we're proud to say. And something else we're proud of is the fact that this is the Wymt Mountain Classic, Wayne Supply Mountain Classic, sponsored this year by Pepsi. And with the attendance and the caliber of talent that's been on the floor, I think one has to really enjoy this.
Certainly so, and could well see these teams back at Rupp Arena this year as, you know, the Sweet 16 action could very well be with Belfry and also Clay County. We do have some statistics, I believe, in this first half. Let's take a quick look at those. Belfry Pirates are led in scoring by Hilton and Williamson with 8 each, Dotson with 6, and Hager with 4. Kinzer also chipped in with 1 point for the Clay County Tigers. How about Robert Markham, Keith? He hits for 15. Shannon Hoskins with 10. Asher with 4. Smith and Miller combined for 5.
I think you're going to, Jim, I think you're going to see a different defensive strategy from Belfry because you're going to have to stop Shannon Hoskins. He is just taking over the ball game. Field goal percentage, 50% for the Pirates, 55% for the Tigers, and from the free throw line, neither team doing that well. The rebounding Clay County a big advantage, and I'm sure that has their lead on points, 17-9. Turnover is just about even, 6-4. However, the score is not even. Clay County leads this ball game over Belfry at the half, 34-27.
It's good to know that throughout southeast Kentucky, there's a Childers Quick Mart location to serve you. For years, Quick Marts have been there when you need them for gas and goodies and that friendly customer service. Now serving British Petroleum fuel and oil products to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape and a super selection of fresh-made sandwiches to satisfy any appetite, the Quick Marts can handle your busy schedule with ease. Stop in today. They're just around the corner. And while in Whitesburg, see the friendly folks at Childers Tire and Supply for your automotive needs. Both are divisions of Childers Oil Company.
Come on, guys.
Why is the Polar Bear Club having so much fun this winter?
There's no clouds. The water's perfect.
And what's got them really excited is Pepsi's Winter Cool Collection. 6 great designs that celebrate what some people consider the best time of year.
So come on out. And you'll never need a cooler.
Get them now, because they'll be gone with the snow.
I love it.
Are you thinking of building or remodeling? Before you finalize your plans, you need to see the beautiful and economical plumbing fixtures at Pointers. Pointers in Corbin can solve any of your design or remodeling problems. Check with Pointers in Corbin first. It could save you money and add simple elegance to your home. Pointers, Center Street in Corbin.
Clay County leads it by 7. We're at the half at the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. Jim Frazier along with Keith Casebolt, and the Clay County Tigers out of the 49th district of the 13th region, playing well. Clay County in there with Oneida Baptist, Keith, and Oneida Baptist, one of the top teams in Class A this year in the 13th region, and a definite contender for the 13th region Class A title.
Jim, nowhere in the state of Kentucky is high school basketball any more exciting or more appreciated than it is in eastern Kentucky. You are seeing the cream of the crop.
You know, Belfry in that tough 60th district, Keith, that you alluded to earlier. Of course, Elkhorn City along there as well, but Feds Creek has an excellent chance in the Class A tournament over in the 15th region.
Now, Clay County is going to open with pressure. Belfry trailing by 7 to start this second half. Will have to fight back. The Cougars couldn't do it against Knott County. Let's see if Belfry can stage a comeback against the defending champs, Clay County.
Belfry just doesn't get a lot of movement away from the ball sometimes against the zone.
J.J. Hilton, long bomb, won't go. Hilton has had his problems. He has 8 points to lead the club, but he's had his problems shooting-wise. Smith's shot won't go. Tipped by Asher is no good, and Jamie Asher's going to draw the foul. You know, the one thing I've always been impressed with Clay County basketball, they've always had individuals who are 5'11" or 6 foot, but were great leapers and knew how to rebound and knew how to go to the boards.
Jamie Asher, one of those fellas, had 11 off the bench against Paintsville and gives him a good lid.
Sean Hager, who was a spark plug in the first half, defensively and offensively. Here's Kinzer, shot won't go, and a lot of bodies on the floor. Jim Dotson gets the putback. Mark Smith really got stepped on a couple of times.
8 points for the big guy inside, and I believe Coach Justice wants to kick it down low to Jim Dotson.
Hoskins working against Kinzer. Beautiful move off the baseline. He left him way short. Smith with the rebound, and he'll be fouled from behind. You know, even though Hoskins missed that shot, and he drew nothing but air, he did put on a good move. It is going to be exciting, Jim, to see what Timmy Kinzer can do with Shannon Hoskins here in the second half.
That last time, Keith, they moved Hoskins to the right side of the floor, put everybody else on the left side as they cleared the side for him. And I think they're going to try to let Shannon beat him off the dribble with a little bit more room to roam. If he's kind of in the middle of the court, sometimes with players on both sides, Kinzer can get a lot of help if perhaps Hoskins goes by. So I think you'll see him clear the side a few times and let Hoskins work on Kinzer one-on-one with not much opportunity for help.
1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Both teams only shooting 50% from the free throw line in the first half. Not what you need to do to win ball games. Hager held up defensively, almost a 5-second call. Here's Williamson's shot, no good. Dotson, offensive putback, no good. Williamson, no good. And the rebound brought off by Clay County.
James Downey hits the boards.
Downey underneath, laid it up too hard. Smith runs it down. Clay County still dominating the boards, and Hoskins 3, no good. Smith is called for the foul. Clay County continues, Jim, whether it's picking it up off the floor, getting it by position under the basket, however they do it, they are dominating rebounding-wise in this game.
They had the ad, Keith, as you mentioned, heavily in the first half, continuing it in this third quarter.
It was a 17-9 edge first half, and I'm sure it hasn't diminished in it.
Good overplay on the low post by Miller there.
Robert Markham, 15 points in the first half to lead this team. Hager really giving him fits. Here's Israel Miller, in and out, no good, and we've got a foul underneath. It's going to be on Williamson, pushing off. You know, Jamie Asher and Williamson from Belfry are both built about the same. Very physical-looking individuals. Raymond Justice shouting out some instructions to Sean Hager, his point guard.
These teams have played 2.5 minutes of this third quarter, and defense is ruling. 2 points for Belfry, 1 point for Clay County.
Hoskins, short jump shot, no good. Rebound brought off by Belfry. Kinzer all the way down. He missed the two-hand dunk. He took a dunk, couldn't get it. And Hager comes up with another steal.
Belfry coaching staff wanting their team to run against this Clay County squad.
Here's Hager, three-point try, no good. Dotson, and he is fouled from behind.
Keith, I'm going to make an observation. I think the Clay County Tigers are going to make a better player out of Jim Dotson. Jim is going to war on the inside against guys like Jamie Asher and James Downey and Israel Miller. And if Belfry winds up going a long way in the 15th region tournament, you might want to credit those three guys because they are going at Jim Dotson. And the only way Dotson gets any better is to go and get that ball off the board.
Well, you look back to the dunk that Timmy Kinzer had. I don't know, you know, many people say, Jim, that you got to sure lay up like that, you take it. Don't be fancy with it. I know Louisville had been criticized for that, but had Kinzer put that two-hand dunk down, this gymnasium would have erupted, and it could have been the spark to bring Belfry back. However, he didn't, so I'm sure Coach Justice will be speaking with him on the bus about that play.
One of those plays that's like the two-edged sword, Keith. You make it, it's great. If you don't, it could hurt you.
1 of 2 for Dotson, still 50% free throw shooting. And we are going to have a foul on Jim Dotson as Shannon Hoskins is caught penetrating. You know, Clay County has gotten away somewhat from their penetration and kicking it out for the open jump shot. Markham yet to score in this third period.
That is the third foul on Dotson, and you got to believe that they will try and push it inside a couple of times right at the big fella.
Well, there's a traveling call against Shannon Hoskins. It will turn over to Belfry. Timmy Kinzer has done a good job defensively on Shannon Hoskins. He has really made it tough.
Keith, you know, you look at these teams, they both put 80-plus points on the board in their opening game. It's not going to be near that way this time, I don't believe. It's because they are playing tough defense. Both teams going at one another. Great high school basketball game.
JJ still having problems getting that shot to go down. 5-point lead for the Tigers. Markham puts it up off the run. No good. Rebound, Hager.
They want to run.
Lead pass to Hilton. He laid it up and in. John Hager with the beautiful assist that time to J.J. Hilton. And Belfry has fought back to within 3 in this ball game. Hoskins running one-hander over Kinzer.
First bucket of the third quarter comes at the 3:50 mark.
Belfry somewhat in a hurry. Hilton missed his shot. Tigers looking. Here's Smith underneath. He got the layup. Clay County turns back a surge from Belfry with 4 quick points to push it out to a 7-point lead.
That last time, Belfry a little slow getting back, and Clay County will burn you if you're not back.
Clay County in the man-to-man. Timmy Kinzer, long bomb, no good. Belfry has gone cold. They are 0 of 3. The last 3 trips down, unsuccessful for the Pirates, and Bobby Keith getting the instructions he wants to his team.
We talked about Coach McCoy and Coach Rose shooting the jacket. I don't think Coach Keith ever wears his during the game, and you can see why. He never sits down.
Well, Mark Smith could not find the place. He missed with an air ball, and now we're going to have a foul against Hager all the way down as Jamie Asher did a good job of standing in and taking an offensive foul from Hager. And with that, we'll have a timeout. Clay County turns back a surge from Belfry. They lead 39-32 over the Belfry Pirates.
Eddie, listen to this. Are you listening?
I'm listening.
It says right here that conspicuous consumption is out of fashion. Traditional values are back in. Club hopping is out. Gardening is in. Nouvelle cuisine is out. Simple good food is in. Secret and bustiers are out. Plain pocket t-shirts are in. Eddie, do you know what this means? We're hip. I've got to call Lois.
Folks, I'm here to tell you about Mountain Ford's big used car and used truck sale. We've moved the new vehicles out of the way to make room for more than 50 clean, quality used cars and trucks. Choose from luxury cars, sporty cars, pickups, and utility 4x4s. Over 50 to choose from. Many still have factory warranty. You'll never find a better time or a better place to buy that used car truck than right now at Mountain Ford, Daniel Boone Parkway, Hazard.
We had a flurry of action in the third quarter that saw Belfry race back to within 3 of Clay County. The Tigers now have pushed that back to 7, and they own basketball. Israel Miller working on Dotson off the glass. No good. Dotson with a rebound. He has...
Excuse me, Keith. I was just going to say it's a great coaching move by Coach Keith as he gets the ball in the hands of Miller, trying to force that 4th foul against Dotson.
J.J. Hilton still can't find the range, and we're going to have a foul on Williamson. Reaching in, and Williamson unhappy about that, tossing the ball away, but he has picked up the personal foul. J.J. Hilton has just not been able to get that jump shot to go down in this ball game, Jim.
I think the tough defense that both teams are playing can sometimes take away from your outside shooting, Keith, and perhaps that's what's happened. But the 4th foul against Williamson, and Belfry getting a little thin on the inside. Muha comes in, replacing Williamson.
Markham, good penetration off the glass. Robert Markham gets his first 2 points of the third quarter. He nets his 16th and 17th of the game, and Clay County has jumped back out within 9. Hilton off the baseline, back to Dotson. He laid it up too strong, and Clay County has a rebound. Stolen by Hilton, laid it back up and in. You know, that's the great thing about a J.J. Hilton. Even though he's not having a good shooting night, which we can see, the hustle that he just provided got him an extra 2 points.
Sure did, but I tell you what, if they don't get back down to the other end of the court, Clay County will beat them with the run-out bucket.
Shannon Hoskins, who has just netted another 2-pointer, has such a beautiful touch. 14 points in the game, and he has one of the softest jump shots you'll ever see. Timmy Kinzer off the glass. Post-up move on Israel Miller. You and I were talking during the break that Kinzer, along with Dotson, may be the key to this game for Belfry. Against that man-to-man, just put him on the blocks and keep going to him.
Now they're clearing the side, so Hoskins couldn't really get... Well, he gave it up that time, but Kinzer won't be able to get much help if they'll clear the side for Hoskins.
Well, they're working against that man-to-man, and Jamie Asher has been fouled from behind. Fred Muha picking up the personal foul, and Jim Dotson is going to come out and take a breather with 56 seconds left. I would imagine that Raymond Justice, Jim, is thinking about a stretch drive come 4th quarter.
Don't want to pick up that 4th foul with just double nickels left on the clock, 55.
Hoskins all the way down, threw it up, no good. Well, let's see if the Pirates can close the gap before the end of the third period. Hilton off the baseline, no good, and an offensive putback for Joey Pinson, who had just checked into the game. One of the few times Clay County broke down on the boards.
Big bucket. Belfry wanted to run that last time. Clay County, terrific job transition defense. But the offensive putback by Pinson, 5-point spread, and Clay County wants to be up rather no less than 5. And it's the Richie Farmer show with Shannon Hoskins this time.
7 seconds remaining. Hoskins against Kinzer. All the way in, and he had it blocked from behind. And Timmy Kinzer is going to be whistled for the foul. And now Raymond Justice, who you can see is very upset, is going to be whistled for a technical foul. In defense of Timmy Kinzer, he was whistled for the foul, but Shannon Hoskins, who is a good ball player, Jim, used his head. He took the ball inside, used the body contact. He actually jumped into Timmy Kinzer. Kinzer left his feet. That was his only cardinal sin. I feel like it was a good call by the official.
It was a good call, Keith, but the foul that time, I think, went against Hager with a push, and Kinzer was able to get the block. Now, how many times will you see Shannon Hoskins miss 2, but he was pushed, and I believe they could have chosen either Kinzer or Hager, but the foul went against Hager.
Well,
his third.
Hoskins misses the 2 free throws on the foul. Now, Robert Markham is going to come out and shoot the technical foul, so Belfry trying to dodge a bullet. What could have been a 4-point play is at least 2 shy of what it could have been. Markham nets 1. He'll have another one, and then Clay County will get the ball with 4 seconds left. And the Tigers hit 1 out of 4, Jim. Horrendous free throw shooting.
That has not happened, Keith, since 1957. Clay County 1 of 4 from the foul line.
And you just pulled that one off the top of your head, right? Here's Hoskins looking. He fires it up. Long 3. No good. We will end an exciting third period of play. Belfry dodges a bullet, so to speak. However, Clay County leads by 6 going into the final period of play. It's Clay County 44, Belfry 38.
Come on, guys.
Why is the Polar Bear Club having so much fun this winter?
There's no crowd. The water's perfect.
And what's got them really excited is Pepsi's Winter Cool Collection. 6 great designs that celebrate what some people consider the best time of year.
So come on out. And you'll never need a cooler.
Get them now, because they'll be gone with the snow.
I love it.
We're on the move. We're on the move. Faulkner's is on the move.
That's right. Faulkner's Garage has moved. We're beginning the new year in our newly remodeled showroom at 441 East Main Street. Let us help you make the move into a new old Buick, Pontiac, GMC, or Jeep Eagle. Come and see us at the corner of East Main Street and Maple in Hathaway.
Faulkner's is on the move.
Going into the final quarter of play, barring no overtimes, 44-38, Clay County will take a 6-point advantage.
Double stacks on the low post, Keith, and got to believe that Markham and Hoskins will take the majority of the shots at clutch time.
Here's Jamie Asher, 10-footer off the glass. Beautiful shot, just would not go. In the closing seconds of that third quarter, Clay County had a 7-point opportunity. They netted 1 point out of the possible 7. Definitely, the Pirates dodged a bullet, Jim. Dotson underneath, kicks it back, and he is called for traveling. Now, Mark Smith was on him. Jim Dotson had the mismatch. He should have put that shot up strong.
A game of missed opportunities, Keith, and you've got to credit the opposing defense. Everybody will get out of the way, and Kinser tries to take Hoskins.
Well, Hoskins that time, good head fake, looking for Israel Miller. Miller couldn't handle it. He's going to come out of the ball game. They will be keying the Belfry Pirates, I speak of, on Shannon Hoskins penetrating this entire fourth quarter. Miller getting some comments from Bobby Keith. Here's J.J. Hilton, and he cans a 2-pointer. 14 points in the game for J.J. Tough night tonight, but he's really made the best of it, working hard.
I got some shooting percentages for you in that third quarter, Keith, when we get some time.
Down the lane, shot by Hoskins, no good. Hilton all the way down. His jump shot is no good, and the rebound is brought off by Clay County. Smith off the baseline. His jump shot is good. Clay County stays composed.
Clay County, Keith, in that third quarter, 4 of 15 for 26%. Belfry, 4 of 18 for 22%. Free throw, 2 of 6 for Clay. That's 33%. Belfry only 1 of 2. That's 50.
Fred Muha with his first 2 points of the game to bring Belfry back within 4. Well, with 5 minutes, 50 seconds left, no one leaving the gymnasium, and we hope that you don't turn the channel because this one is exciting all the way to the finish. Markham looking for 3, got by his man off the run. No good. Big Jim Dotson with the rebound. You feel a little wave of Belfry excitement, Jim?
I feel a wave of excitement.
Well, if you did, you feel a little more because Sean Hager just hit a long 3-pointer. 46-45. The Pirates are back within one.
Hey, the WYMT Wayne Supply Mountain Classic. No place for the faint-hearted.
Shannon Hoskins couldn't get the shot, couldn't get the rebound, and Belfry has an opportunity to take the lead.
Two coaches working awfully hard. Bobby Keith and Raymond Justice trying to push the right button.
J.J. Hilton, no good. Offensive putback is good by Brent Newhart. And Belfry has taken a one-point lead, 47-46. What a comeback by the Pirates, and Bobby Keith and the Clay County Tigers will talk it over.
Confidence is a big part of succeeding in business today. And as Eastern Kentucky's supplier of quality Caterpillar equipment and service, Wymt Supply has built a reputation on the confidence of our customers. Confidence in knowing we'll come through with just the right equipment for the right job, big or small. And confidence in knowing that everything Wayne sells is backed by the best and most complete parts and service support to keep you on the job with less downtime. Whatever your needs in Eastern Kentucky, contact your nearest Wayne Supply branch. Wayne supplies confidence.
Bernadette Locke.
One of my responsibilities at UK is helping the players plan their futures, so I know the importance of getting a good start. That's one reason I'm impressed with your bank's efforts to encourage young people to start saving now for college. Citizens Bank and Trust has developed a special program to help, and it's a real plus. It's another way Citizens Bank in Hazard continues to look for ways to help you get the most from your bank.
Thank you, Coach Bernadette Locke.
Well, a couple of Clay County fans scratching their heads and wondering, can the Tigers come back from a one-point deficit and pull this one out? Robert Markham off the baseline. Here's Smith. One-hand running layup is good, and that quickly, the Belfry Pirate lead has been short-lived. Clay County goes back on top by one. What a ball game, Jim.
Mark Smith with 7 points in the second half, 10 in the game, and that was a big bucket.
Hager looking for three, no good.
That one might have been partially blocked by Smith. Nice second half for Mark.
The Belfry Pirates full of emotion right now, and Clay County keeps that same calm pace. Here's Smith in the lane. His one-hander no good. Rebound fought for and tipped in. I don't know if Jim Dotson got it or James Downey, but Downey is going to get credit for it.
He should get credit for it. He kept the ball alive on the board the first time with no real opportunity to tip it in. Dotson actually tipped it in. Downey will get credit.
Pirates fall down by 3. Kinzer shoots it up too hard. No good. Markham with a rebound. Well, Belfry wanted a foul that time, but I'm not so sure they shouldn't have gotten one.
That's pretty good defense from me.
Here's a steal by Hager. Left it back for Kinzer, and he missed the layup. Hager put it back up and in.
I tell you, this Hager kid, I don't know how much gas he's got left in his tank, but he has been going wide open this whole game. He's effectively taken Markham out of this second half. Markham had 15 in the first half, only 3 in this second half.
Good point, Jim. A defensive star. Here's Markham for 3, and like I said, Jim, good point. Shannon Hoskins really made that play because the penetration threw Hager off of Markham, and he nailed the three-pointer. Hilton off the baseline. No good, but he will pick up the foul. If free throw shooting is going to decide who wins this ball game, both of these teams will have a good chance down the stretch because neither team has shot the ball well.
Certainly so, Keith, and 2:32 to play. And we're just about getting down to brass tacks.
I'm sorry, with 2:32 to go and a 4-point lead, I hate to be a fashion conscious, but have you noticed the trunks of the Belfry Pirates? They're longer, 3/4 trunks. Maybe you haven't noticed that.
I haven't noticed that, Keith, but...
I just thought I'd throw that in.
Now that I do, they are larger.
Hilton with the first free throw. He misses 1 out of 2, and the free throw woes continue for both teams. 3-point advantage for Clay County, 53-50. The Tigers trying to defend their WYMT Wayne Supply championship. Jamie Asher working in the lane. Good head fake. Got his man in the air, and he's going to draw the foul. Belfry jumping right now, Jim, at every head fake that's given to them.
Good move by Jamie Asher. Has 4 points tonight, and the chance now he will be shooting too. Keith, as we look, the foul situation is thus. Clay County is in the penalty from this point on, but Clay County will have 2 fouls to give before Belfry would reach the penalty, so they do have an opportunity to play a little bit heavier defense now because they've got a couple of fouls to give.
Asher 0-2 from the line. Clay County cannot connect. Both teams continue to hot themselves from the free throw line.
Hold on to your seat.
Williamson looking in.
Belfry getting a lot better movement away from the ball now, Keith. Guys moving to open areas, getting the ball in the middle of the zone, making cuts and flashes off that.
Clay County will step it up with a man-to-man defense.
And they do have a couple fouls to give, so let's see how that works out.
3-point advantage. 1 minute 45 seconds to go, and Belfry trying to knock off the defending champs here in the semifinals. Hilton is open on the way. Good.
You knew that's the guy they wanted. They kept running him off picks, and he gets free. Belfry and Clay County, both teams going at one another pretty daggone hard.
J.J. Hilton has caught fire now. He has 17 points in the game. And the Tigers look as if, though, Jim, they're going to go into somewhat of a stall game that they use at the end of the quarters as their offense.
It is, but they will look to score out of this as well, Keith.
I would think that they're trying to get Hager to switch off on Hoskins and get rid of Kinzer. Markham jumping out.
With the 3-point shot in Kentucky high school basketball, Belfry could go ahead and foul. Even if Clay does convert 2, they would, of course, have an opportunity to tie. Coach Justice said 35, so they're looking for the foul around 35 seconds.
Mark Smith with the ball, looking back to Hoskins. And Hoskins is fouled by J.J. Hilton, reaching in with 30 seconds left. Well, now, this really gets down to what you call strategy, because Bobby Keith is simply saying, you foul me. If we can't hit 2 free throws in a row, we deserve to lose it. Belfry will have an opportunity to come down, Jim, fire up the 3 to tie it, but they're going to have to do it quickly to have enough time left to get the ball back to win the game.
Belfry wanting a timeout, Keith, and let's take a break right now. Only 30 ticks left. 1-point lead for Clay County.
If you are looking for a new car or truck, look no further than Wymt Chevrolet Pontiac Geo in Manchester. By now you know that Wymt Chevrolet can offer you the best in sales and service. And now they can offer you the largest selection ever on new and used cars and trucks. Right now you can get interest rates starting as low as 7.9% and rebates as high as $1,250. And as usual, Wymt Chevrolet offers GMAC financing. So come on out and see why Wymt Chevrolet Pontiac Geo has been in business for over 50 years and why they're your Heart of Kentucky Chevy dealer. That's Wymt Chevrolet Pontiac Geo in Manchester.
Kentuckian Jesse Stewart said, if these United States were a body, Kentucky would surely be its heart. If he knew Floyd County, he might have said, Floyd County is the heart of eastern Kentucky. Whether you call Oxshire, Harrell, Garrett, Wheelwright, or any place in between home, we know the territory. At First Commonwealth, we treat you like you like to be treated because Floyd County is our home, too.
line. 2 shots coming. Trying to move that lead further for the Tigers, and he puts it up by 2. This one is the important free throw, Jim.
And he was 0 of 2 from the line prior to that.
Belfry down by 3. Raymond Justice wanting the Pirates to get a good shot. They need a quick 2 or a 3-pointer. Kinzer looking underneath. J.J. Hilton with the lay-in, and a good thing the Tigers didn't foul. And Belfry, what about the move, Jim? We'll take a timeout and come back and quickly review it. It is 55-54, Clay County by 1.
Come on, guys.
Why is the Polar Bear Club having so much fun this winter?
There's no crowd. The water's perfect.
And what's got them really excited is Pepsi's Winter Cool Collection. 6 great designs that celebrate what some people consider the best time of year.
So come on out. And you'll never need a cooler.
Get them now, because they'll be gone with the snow.
I love it.
Celebration. Celebration? Sale-abration. Yeah. Come on over to your best quality Ford dealer's leadership sale-abration, where he's celebrating Ford's 5th consecutive year of sales leadership with America's best-built trucks. That means you can save $2,100 on a Ford F-150 XLT Lariat with air, stereo cassette, power locks, and more. Plus, save hundreds. That's right, hundreds more with factory-to-dealer cash incentives. So get the let out. This sale-abration ends soon.
See your Super 6 Ford dealers: McGuire Ford, Mountain Ford, Crum Motors, Lane Brothers, Brown Motors, and Bruce Walters Ford.
Well, we were talking about the move by the Belfry Pirates and Raymond Justice to go for the quick 2 underneath. Let's see if the strategy works. Hoskins looking for help. Robert Markham is fouled in back court. And Coach Justice wanted a foul as soon as it was put into bounds, but he did not get that. Instead, he's going to get Robert Markham on the line. Jim, the strategy of going underneath, getting the quick 2. J.J. Hilton had been all around it. That could have been a foul call, could have been a 3-point opportunity. Yet you had 17 seconds left. You have a chance to foul the man you want. I don't think Markham is the man that Raymond Justice wants at the line.
No.
However, if they had gotten the man they wanted, get a miss, you've got time to come down and still win this ball game, because Markham needs to hit both of them for Clay County.
Belfry wanted the timeout, Keith, and did not get it. They wanted the timeout. Players did not see Coach Justice, and Markham missed the foul shot. High school basketball at its best.
Markham's second shot is good. He gets 1 of 2. Free throw shooting has been the problem. 2-point lead, and Belfry will call a time. We'll step out quickly and return. 56-54. It should be quite an inning coming up.
The new all-terrain vehicle to own in Eastern Kentucky is a 4-door Blazer from Cardinal Chevrolet Cadillac Geo. A rugged build and powerful engine with superb horsepower and torque make a 4-door S10 Blazer the sport vehicle for the mountains. But luxury is the standard, with a plush interior, smooth ride, and great handling, making it the perfect everyday vehicle. Come see our great selection of the new 91 4-door S10 Blazers. We're the heartbeat of the mountains. Cardinal Chevrolet Cadillac Geo, Hazard, Kentucky.
This winter, a Happy Mart car wash will not only make your vehicle look good, it could also help lengthen the life, protecting your car or truck against the snow, rain, mud, and salt. Oh, and best of all, it's always free anytime you fill up with 8 gallons or more at any one of the 6 Happy Mart car wash locations: South Mayo Trail, Herald, Green Meadows, the Plaza location, the Meta location, and the Triple Bay Car Wash at South Williamson. Happy Mart, taking care of you, a division of Coleman Oil.
Well, I hope that at home you've made your strategy as how you would play this if you're Clay County and Belfry. Jim and I have talked about it. We'll see what unfolds as you watch. Belfry with 13 seconds. They trail by 2 points, 56-54. Hager working against Smith. All the way down in a crowd, laid it up and in.
What a play, Keith. Great coaching move by Bobby Keith. He put the pressure. Mark Smith was on Hager the whole way down the court. Hager makes the great move, puts it home, but listen, there's 4 ticks of the clock left. Let's keep it here. I think Clay County will have an excellent opportunity to get off a shot. 4 seconds, an eternity. Now look, Clay County has 3 timeouts left. If you want to go for an old classic coaching move, maybe get a page out of the Joe Hall book, you'd try and get a pass quickly to half court and then go for another timeout.
Pretty doggone difficult, Jim. With only 4 seconds, you'd have to set up and design the play to get it at half court. It is difficult to do. A lot of times, if you can get that half court pass in, if you've got the defense spread, more than likely you'd be better off to take a quick dribble and fire it up. However, Sean Hager basically lowered his head. Mark Smith had good defense. He drove him straight down the sideline and put it up off the glass. It took guts by Hager. You can't fault Mark Smith. He did exactly what Bobby Keith wanted to do. The Tigers have 4 seconds, 56-56. Knott County will be in the championship game. Who is going to join them? We may know in 4 seconds, and it may take a little longer.
Great game, Keith. A lot of options here are open.
Robert Markham, who I am somewhat surprised will be tossing it inbounds.
He walked.
Jamie Asher all the way down. Does he get it off? Yes, it's good. It is good. Unbelievable. Unbelievable shot, Jamie Asher. Dribbles across half court. He is not the shooter on the team, but he put it up from the top of the key. It was a 2-point basket. 58-56. What a comeback by Belfry. Jim Frazier, what an ending to a ball game. Jamie Asher with a 2-pointer with 3 men around him, and now you know that Clay County mystique of winning ball games and championships simply will continue in this ball game.
A great play by Asher, and as you can see, perhaps Clay County has already headed for the locker room. We will try and get Coach Keith, but I don't know. They headed for the locker room pretty quick. We'll see what we can do, Keith.
Well, you feel for the Belfry Pirates, but you must be jubilant for the Clay County Tigers. Somehow, some way, they do it again. I mentioned that Robert Markham was their 3-point artist along with Shannon Hoskins, but yet Jamie Asher took the ball from the top of the key on Belfry's end of the floor, drove it across half court, had it stripped, all in 4 seconds, mind you, and somehow released that basketball in time before the buzzer and simply knocked the bottom out of it. It is a shot by Jamie Asher at a night that I'm sure that he will relive and remember for quite some time, and it gives Clay County a semifinal victory over the Belfry Pirates, who are simply heartbroken, and Raymond Justice did everything you could possibly do right coaching-wise to get in this ball game, get back in it, and have an opportunity to win it. Bobby Keith the same way, and that's why we say that high school basketball is played nowhere in the state better than in Eastern Kentucky. We'll try to get a word with Bobby Keith as soon as we can. I'm sure that you can understand the jubilation that's going on and the celebration in the Clay County dressing room. So as soon as possible, we will get a hold of Bobby Keith. We'll also try to have some stats for you as the Clay County Tigers have advanced to the championship round. We now know who will be playing. It's simply going to be Clay County for the 4th consecutive time. They'll defend that title after that shot by Jamie Asher, and they'll take on the homestanding Knott County Central Patriots tomorrow night. In the semifinal game, or pardon me, in the consolation game tomorrow night, the Belfry Pirates will take on the Elkhorn City Cougars. They are definitely familiar with each other. They are both in the 60th district over in the 15th region, play each other twice a year, regular season, and of course in the 60th district tournament. So that should be quite a matchup also tomorrow night, the opening game, and I think the start time on that is 6:30. I'll double check that information to be sure if I can. Bobby Keith, we're awaiting his presence with Jim Frazier, who will try to get a word with the head coach of the Clay County Tigers. He makes it win number 601 in his career against 96 defeats, and this one had to be just as sweet as any of the rest, including the Sweet 16 and state championship. I understand now that Jim Frazier is standing by with Coach Bobby Keith of Clay County in the Clay County dressing room. Jim.
Test 1, 2, test.
And we are in the victorious locker room here as Clay County has come up with a tremendous win. Coach, 6-01. I guess when you got guys like Jamie Asher here throwing them in from 25 feet with the clock running down, makes it pretty easy, huh?
Well, that one didn't come too easy. Belfry's an excellent ball club, very physical, very strong, play good physical basketball. We missed a few free throws that we should have hit, and we took a few shots we shouldn't have taken. We let them right back in the ball game, and when you do something wrong, Belfry will take advantage of it. They're a great mountain team.
You know, Coach, as we came in here, your team was celebrating a lot, but, you know, it's one of those kind of things where they, I guess, expect to win with a guy like you at the helm.
Well, I don't know if we really expected to win. Belfry has a great ball club. We thought we could beat them, but we knew it was going to be this type of ball game. We hoped we could open it up a little bit more. He took a shot right there at the end, and you got to give him credit. Like the little guard came down there and drilled that one with 11 seconds. We really looked for him to go to Helton. They had a double pick set for him, but the guard got a little opening. He took it in there. He took it over top of her guard and her pivot, and they just play great basketball. They're a fine mountain basketball team.
And now we look forward to tomorrow night. You come in once again. We've had 4 tournaments. Can you guys make it 4 in a row?
Well, that's going to be our goal. We're going to have a great team play tomorrow night in Knox County, a team that we beat 81-79 over here earlier in the season in a ball game that they pretty well dominated for about 2.5 quarters. So we're going to have to definitely be ready to play some great basketball.
Okay, if we got time, if we could grab one guy here. Can we get Jamie on up here? Come on in here, Jamie Asher. What a great shot. Yeah, we hear it. What was going through your mind in those last few seconds?
I was just praying and hoping it'd go.
Well, now, was this the design? Were they figuring that it was going to be pretty heavy on Markham and Hoskins? They were going to go to you?
Yeah, it looked like they was double teaming Hoskins, and he threw me the ball, and I just figured 4 seconds on the clock. I got to push it up pretty quick, so I took it down there and fired.
Great shot, great shot. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're in the victorious locker room. We'll send it back out. You're watching YMT Sports.
Thank you, Jim Frazier. Well, I said he was a classy man, didn't I? Not only is Bobby Keith classy, unlike Sam Weish of the Bengals, they'll let you in the dressing room after the ball game. We'll take a break and return. Clay County wins 58-56 over the Belfry Pirates.
These are the last few remaining days of Hazard Furniture's gigantic January clearance sale. All remaining inventory has been reduced to 40, 50, and 60% off. We also have thousands of dollars worth of odd merchandise with slight blemishes, all priced to move at below our cost. In addition to these tremendous savings, with a purchase of $500 or more, we'll give you a $50 U.S. savings bond in support of our boys in the Gulf. Buy now and pay nothing with no interest for 6 full months. That's Hazard Furniture, where nobody beats our deals.
Folks, I'm here to tell you about Mountain Ford's big used car and used truck sale. We've moved the new vehicles out of the way to make room for more than 50 clean, quality used cars and trucks. Choose from luxury cars, sporty cars, pickups, and utility 4x4s. Over 50 to choose from. Many still have factory warranty. You'll never find a better time or a better place to buy that used car truck